Hey gang, it's Brett, and we are in my kitchen again. We have some friends coming over this evening. They're actually our neighbors, and it's Christmas time here, so we're entertaining a lot of folks. I know that you must enjoy entertaining folks, friends, family, neighbors. We have teams that we have the pleasure of working with, and we like to bring them over and honor them and different things like that. So it's important to always have some meals at the ready that you can do quickly. Today I've got a busy day, but we definitely wanted to host this neighbor of ours. So we are going to do a potato soup. We're going to have a couple of shortcuts in it that's going to make it quick and easy, and then we're just going to let the thing simmer in the crock pot most of the day while we're busy running some of our errands. And when we get home this evening, we'll be ready to go. So crock pot baked potato soup. We've got the crock pot. We're going to cook for on low for about 6 hours. And what I'm going to do is start with the chicken stock. We need 4 cups, which is essentially one of these boxes of chicken stock, and we're taking the shortcut by using the box, but you could certainly make your own chicken stock if that was something that you had time and wanted to do. And when I have time, I love to do it because I think the flavors are so much heightened when you do it that way. We're going to add a cup of our heavy whipping cream. This is going to give it a lot of richness, as well as in addition to the cream, we're going to add this cream cheese. And I've just cut that up into little blocks, so as we stir this around in a moment, we will be able to move it about a bit better than if we just left it in there in one block. I just added about a tablespoon of butter, and I'll also add now 1 teaspoon of chicken stock, and I happen to be using this Better Than Bouillon roasted chicken base. You'll see a lot of people take a shortcut, which is fine if you prefer to do that. That shortcut is sometimes to use a can of cream of chicken soup. But by using the heavy whipping cream and the chicken base, it's essentially the same thing. We know what ingredients are in there. There's nothing that you're suspect or worried about. We're also going to add about 3 tablespoons, which is about 1/4 cup of sour cream. And then we have about 1.5 cups of just shredded cheddar cheese. We're going to add that as well. And I've got some more in the fridge, so when we actually plate this up for dinner, we'll be able to put some cheese on it. For seasonings, I've got, and you can do seasonings a lot of different ways. There's probably about a dozen different ways that come to my mind about how to make a potato soup. Today's shortcut version is a quick and easy remedy. So we're going to use some pepper, some sage, some dill, and some garlic salt, and also a little bit of, and that's the Lawry's garlic salt, and then also the Lawry's seasoned salt. So you watch, I wouldn't put any salt in. I wouldn't actually sprinkle salt into this, because you've got the seasoned salt, you've got the garlic salt, you've got the chicken base, which is salty, and you've got the chicken stock, which has some salt in it. So you're not going to need any salt whatsoever, but we're going to add that. And then my last and final shortcut, I am using a bagged that you can get in the frozen section of potatoes. They are, cooked, peeled, cubed. This one happens to be potatoes O'Brien, which means that it has bell peppers and onions in it, so that's saving me from having to chop onions. And then I've got 1 stalk of celery that I've just cleaned and then cut into 3 strips and chopped it so that they're pretty fine cubes. And then I have a clove of fresh garlic. So we're going to add all of that now. And I don't know if you believe this, but you watched me do that in, all of 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes, start to finish, with some of my chatter. And that soup is together. So now we let it cook for about 6 hours on low, or if you want to do it quickly, you could do 3 hours on high. All right, gang, we are back, and it is about 6 hours later. Now, our company is coming over that I mentioned in about another 30 minutes or so, but we wanted to go ahead and get the video done. Sheila's going to come in and do a little tasting for us, but I wanted to tell you that after I took a look at the soup, I decided I wanted to get the emulsifier out and just run that around and emulsify it so we have a nice, smooth potato soup. Some people like to leave it chunky. Like I said earlier, there's about 12 different ways to do potato soup. You do it how you wish. I decided that I wanted to do a creamier version of the soup. So as you can see here, it looks pretty good. We're just going to do a little bowl for sampling now since we have to have the dinner in a little bit. And I see Sheila making her way over, so it looks like we're just in time for her to try this. And I think what we'll do is a bit of, you like cheddar cheese, dear?
Yes.
And some bacon.
Yeah.
And maybe a little sour cream on the top. And we'll go ahead and have her just give this a try right here in front of you so that you can see her reaction if it's any good or not. If she doesn't like it, I trust she'll let us know. But this is the easy crock pot soup we've had going all day. We've had a busy day, and this was just something we could come home quickly to and put a salad with this, and I think we're going to do some cornbread. What do you think?
Tastes good.
Tastes good. So do we have a hit?
Yeah.
We would make it again.
Yeah.
What does it need?
Nothing.
Sheila cooks full time for her day job, so if she says it's good, then we're going to go with it being good.